Yeah. Checkmate Trump. Y'all, nobody saw this one coming. This today, if you ever wanted to see the art of the deal, you saw the art of the deal today. The world is isolated against China. It was all part of the plan. Y'all, Donald Trump continues to shock people and surprise people. You don't know what's going to happen next. Okay, you don't know this thing. The stock market plummets. They promoted and pumped up that Monday was going to be Black Monday, and of course it did crash and then came back, and then here we are by Wednesday. It's sort of fluctuating. Yesterday, he makes the announcement that hey, China better be good. Don't you try to retaliate again. Got all kinds of nations around the world calling me, trying to negotiate with me, trying to get a deal here. And China, you need to be careful. Don't be stupid. China is China. You know what China did? They they upped their ante. And when they upped their ante up, I think it was like a 34% increase on their tariffs, reciprocal, if you'll call it that. And so Donald Trump said, I'll just take it over 100%. And then, by the way, I'm just going to go ahead and pause it for all the other countries in the world, every single country except China. Just in, markets surge today after Trump checkmates China with stunning tariff announcement. Y'all, this was stunning. In a surprise move Wednesday, President Donald Trump announced a 90-day pause on tariffs for more than 75 countries. By the way, these are countries from all over the world that's been calling Washington, D.C., saying, we want to make a deal. We want to negotiate these tariffs. We can't do this. While simultaneously escalating trade pressure on China by hiking tariffs to a staggering 125% tariff on China. The dual-pronged policy shakeup sparked immediate reaction across global markets, with U.S. stocks surging in trading. Based on the lack of respect that China has shown to the world markets, I am hereby raising the tariff charge to China by the United States of America to 125% effective immediately, Trump wrote in a post on Truth Social. At some point, hopefully in the near future, China will realize that the days of ripping off the USA and other countries is no longer sustainable and acceptable. And I want to point out something that a lot of people are not talking about. Yes, this is Trump defending America, but this is also the art of the deal. That one little part of that phrase, of that sentence there, that says, and other countries. This was a strategy today by pausing the tariffs on over 75 countries that have contacted them and said they want to negotiate, and then isolating China and saying, China, you're not going to take advantage of America or other countries any longer. This is him systematically turning the world against China, isolating China. At the same time, Trump said he had directed a pause on tariffs for dozens of countries who, according to him, had reached out to U.S. agencies, including the Department of Commerce, Treasury, and the USTR, to avoid further escalation. These countries have not, at my strong suggestion, retaliated in any way, shape, or form against the United States, Trump wrote. I have authorized a 90-day pause and a substantially lowered reciprocal tariff during this period of 10%, also effective immediately. Of course, this is the actual Truth Social there that I was reading from. The announcement comes amid growing volatility in the markets and mounting criticism from business leaders concerned about the impact of Trump's trade policies. Despite a recent slide in stock values, markets responded positively to the temporary relief for the U.S. trading partners. Y'all, this was, whether it was the plan all along or not, that this was part of the plan. He probably had several different streams he's going through, but he knows when it comes to trade, and quite frankly, when it comes to national defense, China is our number one enemy. It's not Russia, it's China, because so much of our infrastructure that we have in our country is tied to products and tied to people in China that own parts of our infrastructure, from farmland to buildings to so much of our debt is to China and the deficit. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a game of chicken. This is the biggest game of executive power, national power, economic chicken in the history of the world. These are the number one and number two global economic superpowers in the world. And they're going tit for tat, tit for tat. Now, China came out last night and said, we will fight, this are their words, we will fight to the death. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. And and by the way, he didn't pause on every country. He paused on all the countries that have reached out and have not turned reciprocal action against America as well. So this was a huge, huge thing, huge day. The stock market surged all across the board. It's going in a positive direction. Bottom line is this, y'all. China, you got to understand something about Xi Jinping. He can't give up. If the culture of that world, his power is based on him promoting this image that he is the man, the alpha of the world. If he backs down, then he's done. And by the way, if he backs down and he has to resign, then that's a global loss to China. And China, there's no telling what would happen to China's economy. There's no telling what would happen to China's power in the world. And let me tell you something. When you back a dog up in the corner that's trapped and is panicking, you know what happens to that dog. That's why you got to understand, a lot of things are going on in China right now that are pushing them towards Taiwan and the things they're going to do with Taiwan. Now, there is something very interesting. A few days ago, Sandy came to me and asked me, have you heard about the thought that the whole entire population narrative of China being $1.4 billion is a total fallacy and lie? So I started digging into it. She had already dug into it deep, sent me some videos. And y'all, I'm shocked to find out that it appears that China, being the largest nation in the world, may have existed at one time, probably never, but it's a lie. It's a lie, y'all. More and more evidence is coming out that the population of China has been reduced almost to half, that there has been so many people who have died in China, and the numbers have been speculated. So I want to tell you about this particular show that's going to go live. If you're watching this live in just a few minutes, it's going to premiere at 5 p.m. Central Time. Go on over there right now and get in line. I'll be back for Bible study at 7. This has been a wide open day today, but just go there to my channel. You'll see it. It's an uploaded video. It's going to premiere at 5 p.m. Central, and it's called China Population Lies. And the subtitle is Why the 1.4 Billion Narrative is Fake. Y'all, this is some unbelievable information. And if this is true, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you videos on this video. I'm going to show you video clips and give you some hard facts and some quotes. If this speculation of China's population is a lie, and what I tell you in this video is true, then let me tell you something. You put that with the checkmate thing that Donald Trump did today, turning the world and isolating China. Y'all, you better keep your eyes on Taiwan, because it's going to get crazy. Quick show on here just to update you on what is really going on in the world. And that's why you need to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you can, share this channel with somebody else. Help us build the big picture. And remember, 2 shows coming up right now, China Population Lies and tonight's in-depth breaking down of where we are in the Bible right now. It's going to be a powerful Bible study. I'll see you tonight at 5 and 7 p.m. We ain't woke, but we certainly are awake. See you just in a few minutes.
Would you like to help us build the big picture family? We're on a mission to wake up the world to what is really going on. All you have to do is go to our website at LarryRagland.com and make a one-time gift, or you can become a monthly partner. Any amount is a blessing and an encouragement to us. While you're there, make sure you get a copy of our book, I See Greatness in You. Browse our merchandise store, connect with us on our social media links, and join our mailing list. We appreciate it. And remember, we ain't woke, but we are certainly awake.